Hey, what's going on? Nikki Surreal. So, hey, if you haven't already and you're watching this, do me a favor and click subscribe. Help me grow. Today is another viewer request. A viewer asked me to share my opinion on what I would think is a red flag in the dating realm. Um, there's so many, but I would say for me, something that kind of lets me know what might be a pattern type thing for them, something that might alert me to emotional constipation or even narcissism. Um, if I'm getting to know someone and I find out that they're very fresh out of a relationship, I'm not going to take that person seriously because I'm going to assume that person is either just wanting to rebound or bury their emotions into other people or just time fill until they can figure out if they're going to go to this person over here or back to their ex. I don't have time for any of those things. So when I find out that they're fresh out of a relationship, I try to avoid them for a while and let it play out because it's just been my experience, from friends that I've had to, help console after such situations. It's just something I'd rather not do. Um, Unless it's somebody I'm not really interested in taking it serious with. If I'm just literally out here dating, then I guess that won't matter. But if I'm like dating with purpose, I'm not looking at somebody who's fresh out of a breakup. I'm not doing it. Unless it was an extremely short relationship. But most people my age, we're usually coming out of some long-term situations, so red flag. Other things I look for, I date men. So if I hear things like, I have kids, but I'm being kept from them, and that's not followed up with, I've spent so much money on lawyers and courts, and I don't know what's going on with that court system. If it's something like that, then yeah, I could respect it. But if no actual legal procedures have taken place in order for you to not be kept from your children, that's a big red flag to me also. And I had to learn that one the hard way. So yeah, I'm not going to be repeating that. I have learned that if you're not shit to your own children, there's no way in hell you're going to be anything fit for me. So that's something that I definitely don't play about. Because if you're not even there for your own legacy, how am I ever going to be able to count on you? Seems like a waste of time, doesn't it? Other red flags, I would say constantly bad-mouthing the opposite sex while simultaneously begging that exact type of person for sex. I don't like that. I call that out on a regular basis. I feel like if you have an oppressive mindset when it comes to women, we're not going to mesh. Because while, yes, I am looking for an actual true leader, someone I can submit to, not in that weird way that everybody freaks out about, but I don't want to be the one making all the choices and responsible decisions by myself anymore. Shit is stressful. I got homeschooling kids to do. I've got raising those kids to do. I've got cleaning houses to do. I've got a career of my own to develop. It's just, it'd be nice if I had someone who's got a little bit more experience at things than me, is a whole lot better at math than me. Hell yes. I look forward to the day I can say, I don't know, I have to ask my husband. Like, sincerely. It doesn't bother me. It's not saying that I would be codependent on him or that I wouldn't be able to survive without him, but that's a partnership that I welcome happily. That's about it on that, I think. I think those are the most severe red flags that I run into constantly. It's amazing how many people think that they are worthy of a good man or a good woman, but when you get to know them and you get to break things down, they don't really have a whole lot to offer. And I'm not even speaking in regards to financial and material, because if you guys haven't paid attention by now, that means nothing to me at all. Never has and likely never will. But what I mean is, what can she bring to his life that's going to make his life easier or make it seem like it's worth it for him to be married? Is he going to know regularly how much he's appreciated for everything he does for himself and his family? Is he going to be respected so much that she isn't going to be the type of person to crawl into another man's inbox just because he's made a mistake or just because she's upset with him about something? Is she going to be the type of person that's going to control or manipulate him in order to get her way with things? Is she the type of person that won't be grateful no matter what he does for her? I mean, there's a lot of things you have to think about. A lot of you aren't ready to have those good partners. And for men, you claim you want good women that have low mileage and this, that, and the other. And honestly, what you're describing is you want someone who is young, dumb, and naive so that you can get away with your dirt without any of the nagging or the fighting or the slashing of the tires or the divorces making you pay half of anything. Let's play it out. So those are the red flags that I'll look for, because those are the types of personalities that are attached to those things are usually things that I don't vibe with. I don't vibe with things like that at all. I'm pretty raw, cut, and honest. If I don't feel like you're performing up to my standards, I'm not going to go behind your back. I'm not going to fake orgasms or fake happiness to appease you. I'm going to let you know I'm not getting what I need here. If I'm going to feel alone while you're with me, I'm just going to be alone because I like my space too. I don't like being around people that make me feel like I'm not wanted. I have plenty of that. I've come from that. I'm not going to build my own family off of the back of that. So no. So I've just learned, pay attention to certain red flags, and you don't have to run into those types of people most cases. I tend to look for people who are more spiritually aware of themselves, and I'm not speaking about man-made religion. I'm speaking about actual, real spiritual knowledge. I look for knowledge of our existence. I don't want to date someone who is following every trend and is living in a little box. So those are the things I look for. Well, hope that helps, and let me know, what are some of the things that you look for?